there everyone, from myself, Owen, Jamie and Shani. We really hope you had a lovely time at Staverton. The weather was as beautiful as we've got now here back at Thetford. We would have done this video at Staverton, but we didn't have enough time, so we're going to go over what we did review. This is going to be put in the hub, so join the hub and you can have a look at the videos we did at Staverton. The first 2 weeks are free. I'm obviously going to go through the swing stuff we did with the driver and just remind you about the path coming in. Owen, what did you do?
So we're going to go through the chip-in and all the 7 principles that we went through.
And Jamie?
We're going to talk about the bunkers and the 7 principles, how to get you out.
Okay, so there we go. So keep watching. We're going to go now, film it, and we'll piece it all together for you. Hi there. So at Staverton we talked about driving and the spin effect on the ball. And as you can see, I've got these 3 canes down here. And what I tried to explain to you was the kicking the football aspect. Whereas if we were trying to curl the ball from right to left, our foot would come this way and then spin the ball like that. And then if we wish, would then be a draw or a hook in golf. And if we come the other way with our foot and kick it, it would spin it the other way, which would cause the fade or slice. So the problem we have as golfers, or you have as golfers, is that when you're slicing it, the ball goes over to the right, but as I've just explained, the club and foot is going to the left. So what we have to do is actually change it, get you to hit out to the right, and as we've just seen that on this ball, it changes the spin. So let me have a quick go here. See if I can get the ball to stay on the peg. So let's just say I want to hit the draw. All I'm going to think about is hitting it out to the right. So in my head, I'm aiming straight, but we're going to try to hit it towards the trees, and hopefully let's watch it bend back. So let's have a go. Nice and easy. Oh, that is absolutely beautiful. Baby draw, 250 yards down the fairway. That is what I taught you.
Hi troops, so we're going to go over the chip-in technique that I taught you in Staverton Park. So what we're going to do is the 7 principles, but we're going to split it into 3 videos. So video 1 is going to be setup. So the first 3 principles are all about setup. So it was pressure. So I'm a right-handed player, so we're going for the target over here. So I want to have my pressure on the left-hand side towards the target. So about 75% of my weight on that left-hand side. The next one is tilt. We don't want to tilt like this. So the big thing we talked about was buttons and our belt buckle. They need to be together as you move. We don't want that because I can still have pressure on my left-hand side, but my tilts are all wrong. So we want to make sure that buttons and belt buckle move together onto the left-hand side, almost like you're trying to barge a door open, just like that. So that's the first 2. So we've got pressure, tilt, and then the next one is our hands. So the hands need to be directly underneath our heart. So this is here. So I'm in here, pressure, tilt, hands. This is our setup for a chip shot. Okay, so the next principles are principle 4 and principle 5. So principle 4 is the pivot. So I want to make sure as I pivot, right hip is rotating, but I'm keeping weight on this left-hand side. It's very important. If I drift back onto my right side, I'm in no man's land, and I'm going to probably duff it across the green. So I want to make sure that we keep that pivot in, weight on the left-hand side, rotate. Next one is the set. So the set changes depending on the lie. So here you can see, if you zoom in on the ball, that the lie is actually okay. I've got good access to the ball. I can do whatever I like. But for a chip shot like this, I'm going to choose to do a simple set. So I want to make sure I get in here, my pivot and my set. So you see not much wrist angle here for this shot here. Just a simple action. It'll run along the green and hopefully go into the hole. Next one, if the lie is in there, so I found myself in an awful position there. Now this changes. Everything is set up stays the same. You see my hands are still under my heart. Ball position has just dropped back a little bit, but you can see here now my set is a lot more wrist hinge because we need that club to get down into the ball to have access to the ball. If I come in shallow, you can see I'm going to catch halfway up the ball and it's going to go fizzing across the green. So a bit more set, a bit more wrist hinge there to come down into the ball. Okay, so now we've got the first 5 principles. The next 2 are rotate and triangle. So I'm in here, pressure, tilt, hands, pivot and set. Now from here, this is where people struggle. They don't rotate and they don't hold the triangle. Okay, so if I show you one here, rotate, hold the triangle, this structure here. Many people hit, they freeze, their hands take over, they can't strike it, and that's a problem. So we want to make sure as we set it, we come through, we rotate and hold the triangle, hold that pose for the camera.
Hi troops, just recapping what we did at Staverton Park in the bunkers. So obviously we spoke about the 7 principles, okay? So principle number 1, obviously pressure into this lead foot. Principle number 2 was the tilt, and we spoke about how the shoulders were a lot squarer, not tilted this way, okay? So you start tilting back, we're going to be hitting the sand way behind the ball, okay? So shoulders level, tilt forward, yeah? Hands underneath the heart. Okay, we spoke also about ball position. A lot of you had the ball position way too far back. Okay, so we're trying to keep it on this left heel, or just a club head inside this left heel. Okay, so now we have to keep the weight and pressure into this lead foot. Okay, and then it was 4 and 5 was the pivot in the set. And again, we spoke about people being too short in the bunkers, so we make sure we make a nice fuller backswing so we can keep the speed up through the ball. Then from there it was rotate and triangle. Keep working on that, you'll hit better bunker shots. Hi troops, so again, talking about the length of the swing in the bunker, obviously a few of the guys at Staverton, what we found was you were very short and trying to either help it up or decelling into the ball, so the ball was never having the momentum to come out of the bunker, okay? So what we got you to do was get the 7 principles in position, nice long backswing, okay, and keep the speed up through the bunker shot, okay? So you can propel the ball out of the bunker. Hope that helps.